Hi, I'm Lauren Bowen, Assistant Professor of English and Director of the Composition Program. And in terms of connecting with my students, generally I like to make sure that students know that I want them to come to me with feedback on their experiences of my class and on what sorts of things are happening in their lives that are impeding their success. So the first thing I do is that I start every semester with a pre-semester survey. So I use Google Forms, which is free and easy to use, and I send students a link by email and ask them to fill it out during our first week. And then ask questions like what their preferred name is, their preferred pronouns. But at the end of the survey, I ask a really important question, which is, what would you like to share with me that would help me support you this semester? So it's just an open-ended question. And so from that, I hear students really are eager to share, I think, things that worry them, like, I have a full-time job, I have a learning disability, I have, caregiving that I'm providing, that I'm nervous about balancing the work of this class. And so that gives me a sense of, maybe general accommodations I need to make in terms of, flexibility for deadlines, or specific outreach I might do to contact a student and make sure that they're aware of particular services or options on campus. The second strategy I use is that at the mid-semester point, I use another Google form. This one is anonymous, and it's a course evaluation form that asks them 3 questions. What should I start? What should I stop? And what should I continue? And from this feedback, I can make some mid-semester adjustments to the kinds of activities we do in class, or the amount of homework I might be giving. It gives me a real sense of what the general consensus is about how the class is functioning, and I make adjustments when it's equitable to do so. And then the simplest form of a check-in is that I make a ritual of beginning every class meeting with a couple of minutes just to ask the class, how are we doing? And if students aren't, eager to share, as many won't be, I narrate back their sort of emotional responses, right? If somebody makes kind of a face, I say, yeah, it looks like so-and-so is feeling a little bit meh today, or looks like so-and-so's had a good week. Can you share, what's your good news this week? Keeping this sort of ritual going, eventually students feel pretty comfortable sharing how they're doing and talking about their personal lives a little bit. Not everybody will, and that's okay. But it does give me a chance to know, if the morale is really bottoming out, we can use that class to kind of rally a little bit, slow things down, to, take it a step by step, make sure that everybody at least gets something meaningful out of that class meeting. And if there's a particular student who, seems distressed in that conversation, it gives me a chance to sort of, make a note and check in with them later. So all in all, no magic bullet. I really just encourage you to keep hold the door open for students who are willing to come in and share with you what their experiences are. It can make a big difference to them that you are listening. And that you're paying attention to the things that concern them. So thanks for listening to me, and happy teaching.